Hello everyone, so this is the module 4 and video lesson number 10, and in this video lesson we will discuss some more problems related to the coherency. Okay, so we already discussed the important formulations related to the coherency. Coherence time is given by the inverse of the bandwidth frequency. Then after, frequency bandwidth is related to the wavelength bandwidth, and there is a one relation between the mean wavelength and the coherence length and the wavelength bandwidth. Okay, so this is the very important relation between coherence length and coherence time, and the quality factor gives the quality of the signal. So it is given by the mean frequency divided by the mean divided by the frequency band width. Okay, so we already discussed this example in previous video lesson. Okay, so now let's come on the numerical problem 3. The question is, Michelson interferometer is illuminated by the source of light whose wavelength is 5890 plus minus 0.1 angstrom. Okay, so let's see the bracket. This is the 5890, as you can recognize, this is the wavelength of sodium light, and plus minus 0.1 is the error in this wavelength. Okay, so the wavelength coming from the source may be 5890 plus 0.1 or minus or in between these two wavelengths. There may be many values in between these two values. Okay, so basically this bracket tells the limitation of the sodium light. Okay, the sodium light is not a true monochromatic source because there is no single wavelength, there are multiple wavelengths. Okay, so now initially the interferometer is set for the zero optical path difference. Okay, we discuss. Then after, through what displacement the mirror of interferometer should be moved so that the interference fringes may disappear. Okay, so question is, how much we should give the displacement to the mirror so that the interferometer should be moved so that the interference fringes may disappear. So first of all, let's discuss the term, very important term, and the term is interferometer. So this is the one important device, interferometer. The instrument based on the principle of interference are called as the interferometer. Okay, and basically the interferometers are the optical tools for the precise measurement of wavelength, the precise measurement of very small distances, for the measurement of refractive index, and very important, we can measure the degree of temporal coherency by the help of interferometer. Okay, in Michelson interferometer we use the interference by the division of amplitude. It is designed by Albert Michelson in 1890, and he was the first American physicist to receive the Nobel Prize in perhaps 1907. Okay, so if you can remember, the Michelson-Morley experiment, which we study in module 1st of relativistic mechanics in classroom, in which Michelson-Morley used this interferometer in their calibrated series of experiments designed to demonstrate the existence of ether. Okay, so interferometer, it is still an very important instrument in today laboratories, and it is widely used in the measurement of lambda, means wavelength, distances, and many other engineering applications. Okay, so I take this numerical to introduce this device. Okay, so now let's see. This is the interferometer. Okay, so here there is a mirror 1, mirror 2, and these two lengths are equal. Okay, so here in observer is here, so both lengths are equal, and the two rays reach to the observer and produce the interference pattern. Okay, so question is, how should we move any of the mirror so that the interference pattern will disappear? Okay, so let's see here. There is a one mirror here and one mirror is here. So let's concentrate on this mirror. Suppose that this mirror is displaced by small d distance. What will happen? The light ray has to travel 2d distance more as compared with the previous. Okay, so for the to and fro propagation of the light, d distance from this side and d distance for the returning back. So total extra path difference is 2d. Initial path difference was 0 because both arms are equal. If you move any of the mirror by small d distance, then there is an additional path difference will appear, which is 2d. So now discuss the concept, basic concept. What is the concept? If the path difference is greater than the coherence length, the fringe pattern will disappear. Okay, so whatever the case of Michelson-Morley, Michelson interferometer, or this may be the case of Young's double slit experiment, where the path difference delta is calculated as S2p minus S1p. So if the path difference is greater than the coherence length of the source, then we are unable to observe the interference pattern, because interference pattern will disappear due to the coherency. Okay, so in Michelson interferometer the path difference is 2d. So here let's see, 2d is equal to LC is equal to lambda square upon delta lambda, and we put the value and thus calculate the distance is equal to 0.0173 meter. Okay, so now let's come on the next question. This is numerical number 3. This is the numerical number 3. Determine numerical number 3. Determine the coherence length and coherence time for white light, given that frequency of violet and frequency of red. So in this way we calculate the frequency difference delta nu, and by applying the formulation we can calculate the coherence time and coherence length. Okay, this is very simple numerical. I think you will got it. Thank you.